so many ways we have found the differences between each other in terms of nationality, race, religion, caste, creed. It has become very important that we find some common factors or common ground for all of us. Soil is that one. All of us come from soil, survive on soil, and when we die, we go back to the soil. So soil is not only an ecological issue, it is also a way of bringing humanity together. So according to UNFAO, the food that we are eating today actually belongs to the unborn child. If we act as one humanity, in the next 10-15 years we can turn this around. So we request you to move the Muslim world to support the soil, not to support me, but to talk about soil, to support soil.
وأبداً بالنسبة لنا في رابطة العالم الإسلامي
As for the Muslim World League, we are completely ready to help you in whatever way possible to support your objectives.
هذه الرسالة احنا أحببناه كثيراً.
We have already loved you a lot.
أحببناه قبل أن نراه.
We have even loved you even before seeing you.
ولما رأينا أحببناه زيادة.
And when we saw you, we even fell in love even more.
Now that you express your love, you have to come to my home.
بالعربي أنقذ التربة لنفعل ذلك على أرض الواقع بمبادرات عملية وجادة ملموسة الأثر. أنقذ التربة safe soil.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Yes. That's mine, not yours.
Oh, this is also yours.
The beginning of 20th century, we were just 1.6 billion people. Now, 2019, we are 7.6 billion people. Now, they are saying by 2050 we will be 9.6 billion people. Why are we making these predictions? Why don't we have a plan? Why don't we say in the next 50 years we will be 4.5 billion people? Are we willing to address this? This is what needs to be addressed. It may look like there are many problems, but actually there is only one problem. We are nice, but we are just too many. This we need to understand. There is no space for any other creature to live on this planet simply because we are so many and our footprint is so big. So we are trying to reduce the size of our footprint, I understand that. But believe me, it is much easier to control human population than human aspirations. You cannot control human aspirations. You can easily control human population if everybody is focused on that. The nations, the religions of the world, various community leaders, everybody, if they are focused on seeing how to bring down the population of this planet, human population, so that other populations can live. Because we need to understand this planet will perish if all the insects die today, within 4 to 6 years' time. If all the worms die, within 1.5 to 2 years, all life on this planet will perish. If all the microbes die, probably within hours this planet will perish. But if you and me disappear, this planet will flourish.
We're talking about a price and a value, so then how do we shift the values? Because if we're a values-driven society, then some of those directions tend to change. Are you seeing some of that change?
So you can change your values, but without changing the basic way we operate in the world. Or you can change the values, but if you don't change the practices, nothing is going to change. So what we need to focus right now on practices. For example, I'm picking on agriculture because it is the biggest land user and also biggest water user on the planet. The way we eat is ecologically disastrous. The way we dress is ecologically disastrous because the third largest polluter on the planet is textiles. Most people don't know this. So, everything that we do has become violent in the world, the very way we exist. So this transformation needs to happen, more understanding of not of ecological sciences, more of life in terms of that this life can only happen if everything else is well. This is slowly sinking into people. I feel in terms of awareness, substantial work has been done, but now it is time for action. Because if action doesn't happen now, the window of action that we have, once we miss that, then what we need to do will be much more, and the pain that we will go through as humanity will be much more. People think planet is in peril. No, planet is not in peril. Don't you worry about Mother Earth, she will bounce back. Only human life could become very cruel if we don't handle it now.
So in the session we just attended here at the Economic Forum, I think there was a sense of relief actually in your frankness. You brought up some issues that others are reluctant to bring up.
Always. All the religious groups are against me because I'm talking about population. They want more souls, I want less on the planet.
Okay, so on this time frame though, you talk about more action. Are you seeing that action? And then how do we talk about scale also? We have a time window. How do we make that time
There
window?
is action, but definitely the scale is inadequate. So that's what we are trying to raise right now. Rally for Rivers brought in policy changes very quickly because we got 162 million people supporting the rally. Within 2.5 to 3 months, the policy changes, recommendations happened. And now we are in Kaveri calling in a particular river basin which covers about 83,000 square kilometers. We want to turn 1/3 of it into green cover or through agroforestry. So this means we need to plant 2.42 billion trees. That looks like a big number, but that's not a big number when it's seen as a crop. So that's what we're doing. For this, some changes in law were needed because the farmers were not allowed to fell and transport their trees. So now we're changing the laws. The central government, as the minister said, you were there for the session, and also all the state governments have agreed.
That others are
That's my
reluctant to bring
trouble.
up.
Always. All the religious groups are against me because I'm talking about population. They want more souls, I want less on the planet.